We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going out there, people in Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day. Really, you guys know I'm excited as hell today because usually we talk to people all around the globe, Canada, Arkansas, wherever. But today I get to talk to somebody that's from the crib. I'm excited, man, and everything else like that. And he got a hot-ass single with a hot-ass album coming through, man. So make sure you guys get in tune with that. Go introduce yourself real quick.
All right, shout out DJ Malone. Thank you so much for introducing me. So I'm Young Lou. I've been rapping for about almost a decade, and I've just been grinding over the years, just putting in that underground work, you know, like going to different events, like performing live, like doing all that stuff, just trying to get my name out there.
Man, Young Lou is in the building, man. What's going on, man? I'm happy to have somebody from the crib and everything, man. How have you been feeling?
I've been feeling good. Actually, so the album I have, We Making History, it dropped right before the new year started.
Okay.
And I've just been getting it out there and like trying to do my thing. But yeah, I've been feeling good. Just taking a break. I actually took a break a little bit after the album just to like kind of like rewire my thought process for the next one. So yeah, just been chilling, enjoying my time. What about you?
I ain't mad at you. I've been good, man. I've just been, it's the new year. We're here in Houston right now and getting everything started here. So things been okay. Can't lie about that, man. I want to ask you this, Lou. Let's go into a time machine. How did this start out for you, music wise?
The album or just my career?
Just your career.
Oh shoot. I mean, I started rapping officially, like recording in high school, but I had freestyled, like I'd been like always freestyling since I was young.
Right.
Just like mainly by myself and stuff, like at the beginning, because like I didn't really have a lot of friends and stuff at the time, like didn't really meet a lot of many people. So rap was just kind of like my friend, like the thing I had as like a hobby. And something that I was just, just naturally came. But then like one day, one of my friends actually who I had been talking with since like middle school. We were always like talking about doing a record together and stuff. And he was actually the first one that put out a record right around the time when I started rapping to like and he just did a bunch of numbers. And so I was like, shoot, let me give it a try.
Hey, I ain't mad at that, man. Where you coming from in the city? Where you at in the city with it?
So actually, I moved from this. So I grew up in Chicago. I was born in Chicago,
Real.
and then I moved to Naperville when I was really young.
Okay. Hey,
And
man.
so I was,
No,
oh, sorry,
go
what were
ahead.
you saying?
No, I was just saying, man. Hey, one of my people come from Naperville, so you know what I'm saying. I know the area.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. It's not usually like a hotbed for rap, but we've had a couple musicians actually come out like, especially around my time when I started rapping. So it's been great to see. Like, shout out to the Ville and like all the artists that are getting put on from there for real.
That's what's up, man. Inspirational wise, who's you listening to?
I usually listen to like old school rap, like super old school rap, like Pac, Biggie, like like the main ones, but also like some of the underground ones like Big L, Big Pun, like Wu-Tang, which is a little more mainstream, but just some of the other like 90s cats that I thought were like so dope, like DITC,
Okay.
like Terror Squad. So I felt like those people really inspired me. And then like moving toward like the not newer generation, but like early 2000s, like Eminem, like
Right.
Hobson a little bit too. Like so just some old school guys over the years, like really like big into rap. Like even also Lupe Fiasco is one of them. Like I could
Gotta
go
love
on like
Lupe,
that.
man. Gotta love
From
Lupe.
from the Chi-Town too. So
Production wise,
yeah.
man, I think his beat selection is cool. I really, of course, Kanye, old Kanye,
Hmm.
Ninth Wonder, all them cats. I really think, but when I listen to your flow, I can hear why the inspiration because you have a cadence about you that's that's reminiscent of that, and you could tell that you're a lyricist.
Hmm. And I appreciate it. And that's one of the things you do, like when you're inspired, right? You like try to mimic the cadence of like some of your other favorite artists. But I figured also like I needed to go my own lane too. Like I just didn't want to be like another Eminem, another
Right.
Lupe Fiasco, another Logic, that also another artist I like. So
Hey, I ain't mad at that, man. I know we're gonna
yeah.
talk about the songs and the EP, not the EP, but the album and everything else like that. I wanted, when did you know, before we go into the music stuff, when did you know that, hey, yo, I think I really have something musically, I really want to pursue it?
Mm. I think it was one of those things where I just always enjoyed it and I always had time on my hands. Um, And so, like, even when I was younger, like, I'd always just like, if I had a track in mind or like I wrote something that day, I was like, shit, I just go record it in the
Right,
basement
right.
and, just do that. It's something that just, again, was like more natural where
Okay.
um, I just liked it and I just kind of kept going. And then, like, sooner or later, I'm like, I think part of me always wanted to make it a career, but it took time to really figure out like how that could be a possibility.
That's real. I think though too is if you're not like gulfed into it, it's hard to know the ins and outs because there's so many different people will say, "Oh, I can do this, I can do that," and you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that one you really found your own way of how to do things, man.
Appreciate it, yeah. And it just comes with like kind of being in the lab and just figuring out like what you like and I mean you've been in this business probably like a lot longer than I have. So you
Yeah,
probably about like how artists get their work in and like how they can just come up with something on the spot. But
yeah.
obviously it draws from like my experiences like just kind of navigating the world with like mainly myself and like trying to figure out how to get at life and be successful and do all the things that I want to do. But
I ain't mad at that, man. I respect the hell out of that. So we making history. It got it, and I'm not gonna lie. When I looked at the album cut, it's 22 songs on there, man. Now I'm a lyricist. I'm a guy that loves music, but in this day of age, a lot of people are just going with 8 to 10. Why do 22 songs?
uh because to me it wasn't about following like a specific trend about like how much people how many tracks people drop, and I know it's one of those things that I'm totally down to do for sure at some point. And I think that it'd be an interesting like switch up from like my usual stuff because usually I am dropping like long like projects with like
Bro,
consistent themes and like other stuff like that. But this album to me was like special because like I'd cooked it up for like maybe shoot, it was probably before COVID when I had this
wow,
the idea for this album where I was
okay,
like I was really trying to make something that talked about like my life experiences
mm,
and like how I look at like kind of the world through my life and like what I've endured.
that's real. I
Um
like that. Do you?
so
Oh,
oh
go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. Oh, but yeah, 22 tracks is one of those things that I was wrestling with in my head a lot. I'm like, are people gonna be able to like even if someone does want to listen to this full thing, like how much are people gonna take away from it? And again, that was something I wrestled with for a while. But I'm like, to me, if somebody takes away even like just a couple things or like one or two things from the album, that to me is a win. So
That's real. That's real.
um
What do you hope people take away from the album after listening to the experience? What do you hope people take away from it?
That they're not alone. That a lot of people, obviously, like they deal with a lot of struggle, and that like, if you like, because I think there's a lot of times where like we do something or we act a certain way, and we think like, oh, am I like crazy for thinking that, or am I crazy for acting that way?
Well,
Typically, no.
that's real though. That's real. What has? Well, let me ask you. This is a two-part question. What has been one of your favorite songs off of the album, and then what is the most hardest one from a vulnerability standpoint?
Oh, um, that's a good question. I think the first part, um, because to me, those are kind of hand in hand a little bit. But I would say like because there's like, for instance, the one that we'll play. on the radio in a bit, but like the one I sent you, that's like it's more like hyped up, and I like that it kind of has like this like smoother sound to it because I
Yeah.
like the music as well. But content wise, for sure, like Bad Star,
Okay.
Electrocardio, Bad Star, because like that one was like literally like I call it electrocardio because like an electrocardio machine,
Okay.
that's like the theme of it. Like I'm trying to show you that I do this from the heart,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
that I'm doing it, I'm speaking from my heart through this machine.
That's right.
And yeah,
I like
kind of
that,
tell you about
man.
my life and shit.
I like that. That's what's up, bro. Let me ask you this, a D question. How are you doing mentally?
Right now?
Yeah, like at this right now.
Um, well, so I think I'm doing all right. That I like if you listen to the album, and I think part of the reason I made it so long is because I got a lot of shit in my head
That's right.
typically. And it's kind of like just an examination, like with the album too. And like I think part of the reason I make music is because I feel like it attaches so much to me personally,
Yeah.
and I put a lot of personal bars in there. And I think each of like a lot of the different tracks explore a lot of the different things that go on in my head and stuff. And so if you hear, that's what I only say it because if you hear it, like you'll know like kind of what's been going through this,
Yeah.
like, and I think for me, like now that I've kind of like just dished it off, not say that like things like that I talk about in my records are gonna go away, but that I've been able to like deal with these problems and
Yeah.
like process them more. The more I put them in song, the more I talk about them with like other people
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I'm doing good overall, but sifted a lot to get to here.
And I ask that not to come at you or anything, but because I think as a man, sometimes we are so the world is kind of like we have to hold it in, and a lot of times it's like when you have something this powerful, like when this record, because I really want to take a good listen to it, like on my off time and everything, because I think sometimes we art is pain. So like a lot of times when we express our art, we're expressing what we feel inside internally. And so this may be a good door for maybe your family or friends, and they can listen back to and say, well, you know what, I didn't know that you felt that way. I didn't know that you were going through this, and it may be a gateway where you guys can talk about it more.
Mhm. And it, actually, in the last couple of years, that has been the case. Like a lot of my family and friends started listening to my records, and like, not all of them are like super musical and stuff, but it's definitely opened like a window for discussion and being like, so this is what you were doing the whole time. Because like, not a lot of my family was really around when I was like younger. So like, for them to come around and be like, this was what you were doing the whole time, it does mean some.
Yeah.
And like, I think with like artists, there is like a very tough like I'd say boundary between like talking about your pain and also like being in a state of like like in being in a mental health crisis.
I get that.
So
Yeah.
like like a lot of artists like especially in the music industry like they talk about mental health, but it's hard to know when somebody's really going through it.
Real, real.
And so I don't know, I'm just like one person, so I wouldn't know what it'd take, but just I think they're in the music industry like I just also like making my way into it. Like I just want to talk about like what my struggles are and like what um like I've dealt with, but like
Real.
to me like my own mental health like um in terms of like dealing with it and processing it on my own is like a little bit different. And I think
That's real.
that's like I wonder if like a lot of other artists like face that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not in like like in their mind or anything, but I talk to a lot of artists, man, and a lot of artists. From what I found is a lot of people feel unheard. A lot of people feel like I'm alone, or I am going through this on like it's kind of like you're in a closet or in quicksand and you can't get out. And sometimes and it's more common than what you think it is, but it's also good to let people know about your Pacific journey, because sometimes the person that's listening to you, you may never know what that does for them. You get what I'm saying? They may be on the ledge of doing something to themselves, and then they hear your record, and then it's like, okay, I think I can pull through this, and I think that's what's so powerful about you and what you got going on.
And I hope I could even do that with like one person, to be honest. Like it to me, like helping anybody is a win. And I I feel like that like in my records, like I have that type of I don't know what the word is, like passion basically. And like I'll say some things I think in there that like people would take like a certain way because like it's so like out there, because like I'm not flinching when I say it. And yeah, so I think that with that there are uh like I think there'd be a lot of people that would listen to it possibly. At least this is just from my own like thoughts. Like I didn't really
Right.
like speak with anyone about it, but like I feel like when a lot of people listen to it, like they could see it being like I'm like being like I'm like talking down at them, like I'm trying to be like like this is the only thing you're gonna hear. Like
Right.
that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say like this is what I've experienced. I'm gonna tell y'all it. Go figure.
Right. But that's the realest thing in the world. Like, hey, this is what I've experienced, and that's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that resonates with somebody, and I'm pretty sure it will, man. I your music speaks enough to where I think it will resonate.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's
Appreciate
get
it.
into the music, man. I'm interested. I'm really excited for this one, man. I with the joint that we talked about. Wherever we go, man. Wherever we go. So, you want to introduce the record real quick?
Yeah, so this is called Wherever We Go with my man Shiki Maz. We had cooked this one up. It was actually pretty recently. Like it was the last record I did before the album. I wrote it, recorded it right then and there. And then I was thinking like, you know, because I think of like people in my head who I think would fit good on these like the beats that I rap on and stuff. And so I was like thinking, you know what? Like Shinky Maz, he's an artist that does a lot of more like melodic stuff and like kind of like coasts on these types of like piano instrumentals. So I sent it to him, said do your best, and he came back with it, and you'll hear it on the record. It's great. But
Hey.
yeah, shout out Shinky Maz. And yeah, this is kind of like the more like turn up song. So I hope y'all appreciate it.
Okay, man. Let's go ahead and man. Make sure you guys get into it. And everything Chicago 77.3. Wherever we go, man. Let's get it. Let go.
Let's get it.
See the whole world. Yo, you oughta know, we bout to head to the show. Buying up all the clothes for all of my bros. This is the life that we chose. Think that it's time to be known, hope we can blow. I got my paper in hand, here is what I wrote. We making history wherever we go. You oughta know that I ain't making change. Me and my shawty are writing material, we on the same page. I am my sons, this is the dawning of a new age. Look at the haters backwards now that they two-faced. I cannot complain, cause I've been living, hanging, chilling, doing my thing with the gang. I pour soul of my music to the point where I can't even name. Sometimes in my life I can't get caught up in some random debates. When you release it to the world, it's hard to handle the hate. But that's you oughta know, we by the head of the show. Buying up all the clothes for all of my bros. This is the life that we chose, think that it's time to be known, hope we can blow. I got my paper in hand, here is what I wrote. We making history wherever we go. You oughta know.
You oughta know, we're making history wherever we go. I got my shit inside on the stove and making meals for niggas and some. Talking about workers, now these lazy bombs. Now you give me some. I'm living history in DC and music. I want my son to be happy and proud. Your daddy is working or going back now. What do you know about sleepless nights and putting in work? Cause I need a slice of BC pie. You can give me advice. Talking about shoes you can feed into minds. This is the reason I don't wanna fight. Living history like an in and a post. I'm alone when the whole thing blows. Whoa. Again like they gotta figure, but you know the figures don't lie. Whoa. Again like they gotta figure, but you know the figures don't lie. Whoa. You oughta know.
We bout to head to the store, buying up all the clothes for all of my bros. This is the life that we chose. Think that it's time to be known. Hope we can blow. I got my paper in hand. Here is what I wrote. We making history wherever we go. You oughta know. You oughta know. We bout to head to the store, buying up all the clothes for all of my bros. This is the life we chose. Think that it's time to be known. Hope we can blow. I got my paper in hand. Here is what I wrote. We making history wherever we go. You oughta know.
Wherever we go, people, make sure you guys get in tune with it. Chicago 77.3 off of the We Making History, man. Young Lou's in the building with us, man. Get in tune with everything. Hey, man, that's what it is right there, Joe. That's what it is. I really like the beat. It sets the tone. It has like a triumphant feel to it. So I definitely like it, man.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, and that, oh, sorry, my bad. I was gonna say really quick because that was like exactly the type of like mode I wanted to be in. Like I wanted to like show like, because if you listen to the record, like it's a lot more darker, and there's like a lot more like bleak elements to it, and like I went for a more soulful feeling with it, but it's also like a little somber, I would say, very somber, more melancholic as well.
I like that.
So with this song, I wanted to make it triumphant. I wanted to like kind of just show where I was at this point, because again, that was the last song I wrote. So, or the last song I wrote and recorded for this record. So,
wow, man. Have you performed the song yet?
No, I was going to perform tomorrow, actually.
Oh man, where you gonna be at?
Yeah, there's a place in Naperville, like it's for like an open mic. So I just go there like a lot and then just perform my shit. And so
Yeah, shout it out, man. So that way people can come check you
yeah.
out, man.
Oh, it's called Empire, downtown Naperville. If y'all want to be there tomorrow, 7:30, I'll be there.
Okay. If you're already listening to this by the time if it's already happened, just go there next week. He'll be there next week. I'll make sure. Yeah.
Every week, same time.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Who would you like to work with going into the future?
You would you say, okay, because I gotta ask, you mean like within my reach or like dream collabs?
Man, go for the stars, man. Go for the stars.
Well, like I mean, obviously I'd love to collaborate with my idols like Lupe, Logic, Eminem again. Wish I could collab with the ones who passed, like, obviously Pun, Pac, L, and Biggie too. But like, being able to collab with like, again, those artists, some of the Chicago ones too that aren't as well known, like Earl Sweatshirt. Like I listened to a lot when I was younger.
Okay.
So yeah, and just like guys like that, people I've grew up listening to.
I ain't mad at that, man. If you could perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
I perform well, honestly, I'd want to perform. I figured, like I've performed a little bit in the city and stuff, but like my dream would be to perform at the House of Blues, because that was where Logic performed when he first sold out.
Gotta love the House of Blues, man. It's a good venue, good joint right there, man.
Yeah.
So, what's going on in the next 3 years, man? What do you hope to see yourself in the next 3 years?
Hopefully with a successful rap career.
But
genuinely just like hoping to be in a good spot, like mentally, obviously, continuing to do that, like just grinding stuff, but also like I mean, even though like everybody wants like their rap career like right away and stuff, like I do want to build my name slowly and get my name out there, and like hopefully have more eyeballs on my channel and stuff. But
hey, it gonna happen, man. Do we got a video for any of the songs yet?
Trials and Tribulations, that was one of the singles that I dropped in November, and that has a video. It's on my YouTube. If y'all want to go check it out, you can check it out. But we're planning to hopefully shoot one or two for the album again. Don't know the exact time they'll come out, but stay posted on my IG. You'll find out.
That's real, man. Well, speaking of your IG, man, where can they find you at everywhere?
Young Lou Music, YOUNGLIU Music.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's everywhere besides streaming platforms, which is just Young Lou.
Okay.
But sorry, I did want to answer your question about like again where I'd also want to be in 3 years. Just like being really, just genuinely being really good at the craft. Like I want to continue to just work on my craft and like not only be a great rapper, but also a great musician.
That's right.
And be able to like start like really like learning how to play instruments and also be able to
That'd be dope.
collaborate with a lot of other musicians
That's what's
to
up,
make
man.
better stuff.
Lou, man, I think the sky's the limit for you, bro. I think you could do anything you could do if you put your mind to it, man. The sky's
Thank
the
you.
limit.
Thank you.
So, before we go, anybody you want to shout out stalkers, lovers, supporters, anything like that?
Just shout out to the fans. Like shout out to anybody I've known, anybody that has came and gone like in the like in just like last 2 decades that I've been around, and like also um just people that tune in the music, because like again, anybody that I feel like has like some sort of takeaway or impact from my music just like means the world. And yeah, I just want to shout out everybody that's supported me, everybody that's like shown me love, everybody that will continue to show me love. So yeah.
Hey, that's what it is, man. That's what it is.
And shout out you, Malone. Shout out.
Man, you're here, man. We locked in, man. We locked in. So, I'll be going back and forth between the crib and here. So, if you ever want to come out to Houston, we're here. If you're going to come to Chicago, we here, man. We here for you.
Bet you let me know.
Let us know, man. Before you go, what's your favorite pizza place, man? Because I don't really get people from Chicago often. So, where you like to eat pizza at, man?
Well, there's this one place I went to, because honestly with like pizza places, you really can't go wrong. Like there's like the mainstream ones like Lou Malnati's, Giordano's, like the main ones. But if you go to like, I believe it's right near Cicero.
Okay.
It's this place called Mama Luna's.
I heard
Their
about
pizza.
that.
Yeah, you heard about it? Their
Yeah.
pizza's just something else. Like that's all I can say. So
Okay,
if you want to
yeah.
go deep dish Chicago, Mama Luna's for days.
Okay, definitely, man. Hey, I'm happy to have somebody from the crib, man, and talk with you. Lou, one more time, where can the people find you? One more time.
Instagram and YouTube, Young Lou Music, YOUNG space LIU Music, and yeah, streaming platforms, Young Lou.
Definitely, man. We're making it history. We're making it history. We're making history. I can't.
We make it history. No, you're good. We make
man.
it history though.
It's the album, man. Young Lou, man, and make sure you guys go check it out. It's on Spotify everywhere. Make sure you guys go check it out. At Chicago 77.3 is where you can find me. At DJ Malone Pro is the Instagram. Until next time. Oh yeah, before we go, I always ask artists they could do a drop for me. You're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
All right. Tell me what.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm Young Lou and you rocking with DJ Malone.
Boom. Fireworks, explosions, everything in between, man. Make sure you guys go check out all the music. Chicago 77.3. We out. One.
Shout out Chicago.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.